Hello! It is finally time to share this collection with you. I am so excited. I have been talking about this collection since way back in October when I took you on that sketchbook date. We went to the Chalkboard Cafe. I was feeling lots of inspiration. I was feeling really good. I had loads of ideas buzzing around in my head. I shared that with...
It is currently 3:45. My alarm's not due to go for another half hour. It's been churning, nice churning, creative churning, but it's always when you need to sleep that it's like, honestly, all these ideas were bouncing around in my head, mostly from the sketchbook date and things like that. I had so many ideas. So in the end, I was thinking, the only way I'm going to sleep is if I actually get up and jot it all down. So some of the ideas that popped into my head pretty much sort of planned what the releases are going to be next year, because it's all just buzzing in my head and loving it.
The first collection that's going to have come out of that sketchbook date is going to be launched really soon. I love it. It's an amalgamation of some of my favourite things, and I hope that you will love it too. We have stamps, we have ephemera, we have a huge digital kit. This is bigger than what I've ever done before, and we're releasing the digital kit on Create and Craft as well, alongside my 4th anniversary there on Create and Craft. So many exciting things. So without further ado, shall I just show you the kit? Okay, so here is the original sketch that we did on the sketchbook date. So basically 2 ideas combined. I was sitting sketching, and at the same time it was October, and I was looking at the Peachtober prompts and the Jesstober prompts, and both of them had bee in it, and of course I love Bumblebee, and the Jesstober one had bee with tea. So thinking of bees and the fact that I kind of wanted to follow the prompts, I ended up not doing Peachtober, but I really want to do it this year, so I need to make sure I clear the diary for that, but that's another story. Here was the original sketch that I did, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning, here came the list of ideas. I've got the fact that I wanted papers, the fact I wanted ephemera, stamps. I even named what the stamps would be called. And yeah, came up with different videos and collections for the rest of the year. So that was brainstorming after doing this sketch. We kind of played with it a little while. I tried some sort of different houses. None of those sort of made it. You'll see this. And you'll see that my sketchings are not always brilliant. There was me starting a bee with a T. That one didn't make the cut either. This one did. This is really cute. We have a little bee with tea here. So I just kept playing with the idea of bee with tea and kept sketching, and we've ended up with the collection that we have. So let's get started. We're used to the stamps, so let's have a look at the stamps. This, oh my goodness, I love this one. How cute is this little guy? Just hanging on to, I'm just going to take, hanging on to the little flower. So this, we've got the coloured acetate as normal. The colour combo is very much the colours that I saw when I was in the Chalkboard Cafe. On Procreate, what you can do is actually take a photograph and create a colour palette from it, which is what I did. Also, I wanted pale lemons, pale blues, and this kind of dusky pink. So it's quite a different colour scheme for me, but I absolutely love it. So this is the first one, Bumble Blossoms, and we've got this little cutie hanging on to this sort of bluebell type flower, and we've got a tulip here. We've got the sentiment, sweet as can be and beautiful friend. Then we have, and we'll have a little look at the inspiration, bee with tea. This is so cute. So because you quite often get honey and lemon tea, I've got a bit of a play on words here. So we have honey and lemon. We've got this little bee here who is sat in a cup of tea, having a right raucous of a time there, causing splashes everywhere. We've got extra sort of little drips for you to build that into a scene if you want. We have raspberries and lemon as an accompaniment, and of course then we've got the honey. So we've got the little cutie, she's holding a little spoon here, and we have the sentiment, be my cup of tea, and of course again we have that on the coloured acetate. So these are photopolymer stamps. They are such a high quality stamp, and they stamp really well, so they are absolutely brilliant. Then we have Honey I'm Home with this gorgeous beehive. As you can see, it took me quite a bit of practice. We've gone a long way from the original dodgy sketches. Where were they? Dodgy sketches of beehives. So none of those were that great. But I really love the one that we ended up with. So practice makes perfect. Keep going. If your first doodles aren't okay, or your first, stamp out is okay, just keep practicing. So we've got gorgeous florals. I love this bee. I think there's so much character to this. Then we have a solid hexagon and then a doodle one, so you can build up your backgrounds as well. A gorgeous little flower, so we can extend this. And then we've got the sentiment, home is my favourite place to be. And there we have it there on the coloured acetate as well. And then the final stamp of this collection, do you know what? I love them all. I keep wanting to say this one's my favourite, but they're all my favourite. So we've got Buzzy Blooms. So we've got a little bee here hiding in the flower. We've got some more sort of bluebells. So my idea was that you could build up like meadows and gardens, and then the little bees are all sort of working away. We've got a little one that's just flying around, great for adding little accents. Your little sort of Bumble Buzz trail. We have honeycomb stamp again to be able to build your backgrounds. This sort of rose shape here was all over the place in the Chalkboard Cafe, and on their design labels and things like this, they had this sort of like squiggly rose. So I really wanted that represented in this kit quite a bit. So we have it there, and then the sentiment, be happy. So that is the full collection of stamps together. So this is the Bumble Buzz collection, and that is all of the stamps. So the next thing we need to look at is the gorgeous ephemera. So we have two ephemera kits. This one is Buzzy Bee. So these, except I've called them Bitbox bits because it's me. And as we know, I'm obsessed by my Bitbox. So I couldn't just call them ephemera like normal people. I had to call them Bitbox bits. So here are the Bitbox bits. And we have loads more characters. So we have characters in the ephemera that are not in the stamps, and we've got characters in the DigiKit. So whatever you get, there is something unique per element. So we've got this gorgeous little bee sleeping in a flower. Oh, so cute. Prosecco, because obviously I had a cocktail while I was there. And yes, why wouldn't you want a bee with Prosecco? So there's two of each of these designs. So some of them, we've got a few more. We've got gorgeous little stripy bumblebee hearts. We have the cutest beehive. So this one's slightly different to the stamp one. It's slightly longer and more droopier, and it's going to got that feeling of honey dripping over it. We have a queen bee, of course. And then we've got lots of these little extra bees. This one has come in everything. She's just so cute that we've got her in all sorts of things, but she's bigger than the stamp. Then we have Bee with Tea, obviously. We've got these gorgeous little cuties. She's sitting on a little teacup and she's got her cup of tea. And then this one, I love this. It's just like a little bumblebee's bottom sticking out a flower. It's so cute. Love it. So more bees. And we've got these little ones come in different sizes. Now, come on. This just makes me happy. It's clouds and bumblebees. Oh, seriously, this kit is just all things I love. We have clouds, we have tea, we have bees. I think I've reached my pinnacle of designing all my favourite things in one. You've already seen that, but I'm so excited about it. I'm showing you for a second time. So there we go. Then we've got, so in the stamp, okay, so this stamp here is exclusive to the stamp range. It's not in the digital kit and it's not in the downloadable kit. But we do have this little bee who's kind of picking the same flower. So it works really well as it seems. So we've got her sort of picking the flowers. There's the queen bee there. Little bumblebutt. Then we've got a little bee holding a little heart. So we've got two of those. We've got some more hearts. One of these has gone astray, I think, because there's two of everything. And then we've got some more bumblebees. So these bumblebees here, we've got three different sizes. We've got the large, the medium, and the small. So absolutely perfect for building your scenes. So this is the Buzzy Bitbox bits. Okay, and the second Bitbox bits collection that we've got is pollen petals. And for this one, we have gone really floral. So again, this was very heavily influenced by all the flowers and the colours in the Chalkboard Cafe. So we'll just get these out. So this one we do have as a stamp.
So we've got this one here, gorgeous tulip. So I have been asked so many times to bring more flowers, so I have done that. And as you'll have seen from the stamps as well, that we've obviously got a feature image with the bee, but we also have lots of fabulous florals as well. This is the iconic rose. This was the rose that had to be in the collection because it matched the chalkboard cafe. We've got, again, the flower that the little stamp, the one that the little bee sits on, we've got it just as a flower. And we have it kind of reversed as well. So we've got a darker pink and a lighter pink of those. So we also have this little kind of, I'm not very good with flower names. I want to say bluebells, but they're clearly not blue. So Lily of the Valley, that's the one I was thinking of. We've also got leaves, because I think when you are making floral arrangements, and you're using floral stamps and things, greenery is really important. It's what kind of takes it to the next level. So I've made sure that I've put plenty of greenery. We've got leaves of all shapes and sizes. We've got a gorgeous, just general iconic rose there. Got a kind of a daisy. So I will be bringing out more ephemera packs in a variety of colours, but these ones were very much to match this particular kit. We have the large daisy as well. So we've got it small and we've got it large. We've got this gorgeous branch, so that is perfect for kind of yeah, it's just I love a branch image. So we've got those. Let me see, I think we have the wiggly rose in the light colour. We have 3 of those for some reason. Oh, it's because we've got 2 different sizes. So we've got a slightly larger and a slightly smaller size of this. Same with the wiggly rose. We've got that in 2 sizes. And loads more leaves. So that is the pollen petals. And the reason obviously I've called it pollen petals is because the idea is the bees are going from flower to flower and pollinating and creating lots of beautifulness. So that is the pollen petal bitbox bits. And finally, we have the digital collection. This is massive. It is huge. It is the biggest collection I have ever done. So let's take a little look at what we have in here. So first of all, we have 17 different digital stamps. Not only do they come as a line art stamp for you, they come as a coloured digi. These are in separate files and you will have them in both JPEG and PNG. So yeah, so again we've got the gorgeous, we've seen this one, we've got the gorgeous sleeping bee. We have just the plain flower. As I said, I've tried to put a lot more flowers in because we've been asked for them. We also have this, we saw as ephemera, so we've got the little lady here sat on her cup of tea. We've also got it in 2 different colourways, pink and blue. So in the digi kit we do have this blue coming through as well for the colourways. There we saw her earlier as a sketch, so we've got this little gorgeous lady just drinking her cup of tea. Had to have this as a digi. I mean, come on. It's, yeah, I just love her. I love her sleeping away in her little cloud. Makes me so happy. Then we've got like our little queenie. You can't have, you know, bumblebees without queen bee. We have Prosecco bee. And we also have Picasso. This was my daughter's idea. She was like, oh mum, you could have a bee with a paintbrush. It could be called Picasso. I was like, brilliant, love it. So in the colourways I've done it pink to match the flowers and green for the leaves, but obviously you can make it do whatever you want. So I just love the fact that it's covered in. And we have this one here with the little heart. So we've seen that. So this little one here holding the flower. And of course the advantages of your digital stamps, which we will look at in future videos, is you can once you've downloaded them, you can resize them, you can flip them. So this one is similar to the stamp, but the stamp doesn't have the berries there for you. All the individual elements have been broken up for you to build the scene up. But this was my original drawing. But quite often when I do an original drawing, I then sort of pull it apart for stamps to give you more creativity for yourselves. But I've sort of kept this as the original drawing for the digital version. I love this one.
little bee on a swing. So if you had your ephemera branch there, that would just look absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the little bumblebee bottom, which I just love. Then we have this flower again, so that you have the ability to resize it. We have the and we have the house. Is that all of them? Yep. So that is all of your digital stamps. I think there are 17 in total. So we also have ephemera sheets. So we have one with just the leaves. So what I've done is I have given you it 3 different ways. So we have this one with a black outline. If you're not kind of feeling the black outline and would prefer it to look more muted and natural, we also have it with a white outline, so you don't have the sort of starkness of a black. I like it like this because it matches the stamps if you're working with the stamps. But again, I wanted to give you variety. And then we also have it as the line art as well, so that you can kind of colour those however you wish. So we have the leaves. And then we have the exact same in the flowers. So we've got flowers with a dark outline, flowers with the white, so that it's very natural looking, especially this one. I just love the way it blends out. When you actually print it out, you can see an edge between the edge and the white, so when it comes to cutting it out. And also you could cut out on the likes of your Brother Scan and Cut and Cricut and things like that. And then the line art. So we have that for both the florals and the fauna. Then we have toppers. So we have 5 sheets of topper kits. So we have the tea time themed ones. So these you can literally just cut out and you have your toppers ready to go on a card. If you love decoupage, you could print this out multiple times so that you're able to decoupage that up as well. So we've got this one. We have this one here. So we've got the branch with the girl there, the little Prosecco bee. There we go. So again, you just cut these into 4 and you've got your 4 different toppers, which are perfect for quick and easy card making. So we've got the next one, which we've gone very floral. So we've got these 2 here. Again, the sleeping one. I love these 2 because they look like they're playing, and I love the way she's sort of looking up at this one here. And I've done it so their face is covered. There's lots of yellow dots, so their face is kind of covered in the pollen. So that's really fun. And then we have this one here. So it's kind of a very similar design, just the background has a different colourways. So we've got it with the white, the yellow, the blue and the stripe. So one more background. So again, we've got the little bee on the swing. So this is kind of my meadow one. We've got like all the flowers going on in the background. And then I've given you a plain one as well so that you can add bits and pieces as you wish. So that is the toppers. Next we move on to the sentiments. And what I've done with the sentiments is we have the same sheet of sentiments, but we have it in the yellow, the blue, the pink and the white. And this is the exact same. So with colours you can choose like a code, so everything is exactly the same. And that is what I've done. So we've got take time to enjoy the simple things in life. Sweet as can be, you're the bee's knees. May your day be as sweet as honey. Just for you, you're unbelievably awesome. Queen bee, life is sweeter with you in it. Thanks a bunch. Take time to smell the flowers. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. With love, just because. Sweet dreams. Be leave, bloom, grow, be creative, be you, blossom. Be your own kind of beautiful. Be happy, be beautiful friend. It's good to be home. Home is my favourite place to be. Be sweet, be my pot of tea. Be beautiful moments. Pardon the weeds, we're feeding the bees. Buzzing, happiness, dream, bumble, buzz, queen for a day, queen of your own hive, be you, be yourself, be fabulous, be the sunshine in someone's day, and be beautiful vibes. So as I said, we've got that in the yellow, we've got it in the pink, the blue, and then just plain white. This is the advantage of digital, because if I was to do that in a paper pack, the cost of that would be like really quite expensive. But the fact I can do it in digital is just perfect. So it means it's a huge kit. Right, so we move on to the papers. We have the Bumble stripes. So we've got that in pink, blue and yellow. Then we have the plain stripes. So again, we've got that in pink, blue and yellow. Then we have this kind of sketchy honeycomb. Then we've got a sketchy honeycomb with all the bees. And then to mix it up, we have it in blue with some of the Bumble hearts and some of the little daisies there. We have a ombre honeycomb. And we have a pink honeycomb, really subtle there. And we have your traditional yellow honeycomb. Okay, we also then have just an ombre sheet from the green that's in the kit to the pink. And then we've got the same paper again, but with a polka dot, because I love a polka dot. Then we have this here. It's got a very delicate honeycomb in the background. This got some of the flowers, some splatters and some bumblebees, so that's quite a subtle paper. And then we've got the same idea, but we've gone a lot bolder, so we've got the various types of honeycomb together with the same sort of florals. We then have a bumblebee paper with some of the little daisies and the trails, so we've got that in yellow and we have that in blue. Then we have a kind of a funky hexagon, so we've got a blue background and we've got all different, so it's like a funky honeycomb. We've got green, yellow, pink and like a off-white with a few splatters and stuff. So I just thought that was a little bit different and a little bit funky. We have some florals for you. So we've got your florals in pink and your florals in blue. And then we have this gorgeous kind of like Japanese blossom paper. And then finally that little topper that I made, I loved it so much that I did a full size paper for you as well. So here is the collection in full. I hope you love it as much as I do. I am so excited about bringing this one into Create and Craft. I will be live here on YouTube on Monday and we will be crafting with this kit and there'll be lots of inspiration to come. So thank you so much and I will see you again very, very soon.